Good morning. It's a beautiful, chilly, and I swear it was just sunny and clear skies like 10-15 minutes ago on my way over here. But pretty cloudy day today. Hope you're staying hydrated. Today I'm on the old Quarry road trail out at John J. Duerr Forest Preserve, and that's in South Elgin, Illinois. Got the address down below if you'd like to visit for yourself. Today's message is, what gets you going? Motivation is one of the best drivers of action and is the thing that can get you going. Where is your motivation? Is it overflowing within you, or is it slowly draining from a small crack or two within your supply tank? Motivation can definitely be hard to come by at times, but it can actually be inspired pretty quickly and almost out of thin air at times. One moment you're just hanging out, and the next moment you want ice cream. Maybe not an example you were expecting, but a simple one at best. Your hunger, albeit more of a partial motivator here. Your want and desire for the sweet treat, among so many other reasons why people just like ice cream. It's just so good, honestly. Who doesn't like ice cream? A little off topic here. Maybe this is why I'm thinking of ice cream, but I just got a cotton candy blizzard the other day, and it had been the first one I'd gotten in a couple years, and it was just so good, guys. Cotton candy, absolutely the best blizzard at Dairy Queen, hands down. I could talk about ice cream all day, but anyway, something in your head has pushed you to make that action, and then when you act on it, you get it, right? So that was an extremely simple example, but I do believe a lot of motivation can be inspired this way. This motivation, seemingly out of nowhere, I'm going to term spontaneous motivation, and I'm not sure if this is actually a real term or not, but it's mostly just when motivation seemingly comes out of nowhere. And I don't think there's anything wrong with spontaneous motivation as long as you're consistent with acting on it. Alright, here's a healthier example, a little more aligned with my channel here. So I've worked out and exercised throughout most of my youth and adult life, but it's not like I haven't taken a day, week, months off at a time. So here's how I motivate myself to start working out again. And coming from this background, this athletic-based background, it's a little bit easier for me to kind of just jump into it. Might not be as easy for you, but once you get it down and see the benefits, start seeing the results, well, results are a big motivator for me. Hopefully for yourself, you have your own things that push you to do the things that you do. Some kind of benefit, but how I find my workout motivation, it typically goes like this. Of course, you just got to get out there for one. Actually starting is the hardest part for me, and maybe for most people. Getting it going, getting it started, sticking to it, being consistent. When you take an activity that is hard for you to do, maybe because you haven't been doing it, starting off is always going to be the hardest part. But once you get it down, it becomes a lot easier. The feeling you get after working out, after not working out for a long time, is pretty universal for most people. It's going to hurt, it's going to be painful, it's going to be sore, and for some people that's actually enough to deter you from not even coming back, which is unfortunate, but it's pretty common to be sore after your first workout. But after about a week, I'm used to it. It's no problem, and I'm good to go. And at that point, I got a habit going. Usually about 4 days a week is pretty good for me with doing exercise, working out. Although I do other activities like walking, and I do, here and there, do extra activities. You got to do what's best for you and what works for you, especially when it comes to physical activities. Getting used to a new activity is a pretty standard process when you're starting a new habit. So then at that point in my workout career, I'm good. I'm ready to go, going consistently 3-4 days a week, whatever it is, whatever goal I set for myself. And after months straight of it, and some streaks lasting over a year at a time, if there wasn't something that was motivating me to continue to go forward, I would either hit a plateau that I wasn't motivated enough to overcome, or simply just begin to break my cycle. And when I would get to this point, there would be maybe a 50% chance that I would actually work out that day. And, the worse that it got, the harder it would be to continue that habit. Anyone that's ever gotten into a workout regimen likely knows this feeling. This is really the defining moment of motivation about whether you're going to stick it out or you're going to stop doing it. Whether or not I had an event scheduled or coming up was a big driver for me. When you're doing something that benefits you, it's a lot easier when you have a goal in mind, a point that you'd like to reach, or a place that you'd like to get to. Look back to 2019 for me. I had the half marathon, the Tough Mudder, my Colorado hike. Those were huge obstacles for me that, were well beyond what I thought was possible for myself, and larger goals than I'd ever put on myself. And that's really what pushed me. The bigger the goals, the more goals, and the more I knew I had to do to accomplish those goals, the more I fought to strengthen myself, get better, and be the best that I could be. Actually, at that point, it was more like an unconscious action to exercise. It was pretty cool. So, what is it for you? Do you rely on external factors to push you into your next action? Or do you stand up on your own and seek out what benefits you? I can honestly say that I've been on both sides of it here, and I really can't rely on spontaneous motivation. You never really know when that's going to come, and if you do not act on it very often, it's probably going to come less and less. If you continuously push away inspiration and creativity, then you're losing motivation and you'll eventually start to lose some of your drive. Being a self-starter is essential to moving forward and meeting all your goals and dreams. And because you control your life and destiny, you have to be the one that provides the action, and you have to be the one that does the work. But I am a big believer in teamwork and think it can help so many people find motivation. If fitness is your goal, just finding someone to walk with you a mile 3 times a week can be enough to start a rigorous regimen of exercise. You never know when that spark will grow a fire inside your heart. If you're anything like me and you have that wildfire blazing inside of you, for me, just the thought of doing something that'll benefit me just transforms that fire inside of me into a relentless waterfall. Okay, what a transition. Water is definitely so powerful, and that's just what I think of with a waterfall. Just relentless power, just always just crashing down, and it just never stops. Actually, speaking of waterfalls, there's a pretty nice waterfall up the trail here that I did visit when I did my Great Western Trail ride. It's actually pretty beautiful and would have made a nice little reference for this walk here. Nice timing reference, I should say. But I have something pretty powerful to show you in its place. The next step above a waterfall, a river. And we got the Fox River here, frozen Fox River. This is actually a little off course from the trail, but since I'm in the area, I figured it'd be a pretty good place to get my point across for this message here. So guys, what gets you going? For me, it is this, guys. Just being able to enjoy nature so much on a regular basis has just brought me so much joy. The simplicity is just so captivating, and it just piques my interest on how much more cool and advanced forms of nature is out there. So much life, so much to see around us, and it's all just waiting to be explored. I have not been on this trail since the Fox River bike. Oh my gosh, this was nice. Nature allows me the opportunity to relax, enjoy myself, and really just promotes positivity. It is so peaceful out here and is so easy to unwind. It also provides unlimited forms of outdoor recreation activities. Those activities require fitness to endure and excel. These are all staples of my channel, which I try to promote. Fitness, outdoor recreation, nature, and positivity. All things that I have a passion for and hold very close to my heart. I believe these mix and function together so well that if you just do one or all of these, you will absolutely enjoy and appreciate life at a higher level. Guys, thank you so much for joining me today. Hope you liked the message, hope you liked the area. Let me know down in the comments, what gets you going? Everybody seems to have their own thing, and I'm very curious what yours is if you're willing to talk about it. Here's just a little bonus at the end, a little question I'd like to pose if you're still listening. What is your favorite season for motivation? Is there a time of the year, is there a temperature maybe that is more conducive for motivation for you? Let me know down in the comments if that's a thing for you. As always, let me know where I should visit next down in the comments. My name is Jake Fox. This is Walk, Talk, Bike, and Hike, and I will see you in the next adventure.